Hey everyone, it's the Downunder game here. Welcome back. Marble racing is back on the agenda with a new format, a new bit of paint, and more importantly, the most obvious change is our new game that we're using to do it through. Marble World instead of Marbles on Stream. And as a result, we're restarting the whole series under the new name Marble World Racing. So it's the Marble World Racing series, and we've got a few different GPs within that series. To start things off, we will start off with Sonic GP. There's also going to be the Mario GP. We've also got some new ones with the Crash Bandicoot GP. And we've also going to be grabbing some inspiration and doing some Marbula racing as well. But first up, it is the Sonic GP, and a little bit of a change for the pre-season qualifier. We'll be doing two races. One race with the racers in their current grid positions, and then the next race we will flip that grid position around to give those at the back a chance to be at the front, and vice versa. So first race is here at Choco Mountain for the pre-season qualifier. So we only have 24 marbles in a race, and in the Sonic series, each team has 3 marbles. So unfortunately, a couple of the teams will have to miss out on the season, but then they will be in for the next season, replacing the bottom 2 finishers from this season. But we'll get started with this first race for the beginning. Chaos gets to start at the front. Eggman alongside with Classic Sonic and Blaze. So Sonic and Shadow starting at the back. Sonic's already jumped up into second place. Amy has the lead currently as they make their way through the tunnel. Chaos back up in front. Got the start in pole. The grid for this race was just randomly selected. We didn't really have any any kind of real order. It was just random number generator, and that's what we got. Oh, Chaos carried too much speed and he came off the track, so now he's going to have to try and find his way back up. So he's in a bad position here. Classic Sonic in the meantime, just ahead of Robotnik, a classic rivalry. They enter the little cave tunnel there. Classic Sonic still with that lead, Robotnik following behind. We've also got some item boxes from the Mario Kart tracks. Most Mario Kart tracks that we've got have the item boxes, although some of our earlier tracks do not have the item boxes because they were not implemented at that time. So Classic Sonic making his way over those little jumps. Still out in front, 1.4 seconds back to Robotnik. Then we can see Sonic, Eggman, Blaze, Amy, Shadow, Espio, Jet, and Chaos sitting at the bottom. Of course, Chaos falling off the track there, having to double back. The infamous turn on Choco Mountain where you can accidentally fall off and have to do a 180 to get yourself going again. So Robotnik has the lead for the moment. Classic Sonic had some issues. Robotnik in the lead still. Gap is 2.8 seconds. The gap has started to spread out, so we'll have a little look through the field. So we got Sonic sitting here in second. Just further behind, we've got Eggman, Shadow with Amy right behind. Then there's Jet. Further back, Espio and Blaze. Classic Sonic, who had a bit of an issue, dropped down to 9th, and then Chaos way behind everyone else, having fallen off that track there. Meanwhile, back up front, it is Robotnik with that pretty solid lead right now. Oh, we just saw someone come off the track. It was Sonic. Sonic has fallen off the track at the same spot that Chaos did. So now Sonic way down the order. Still ahead of Chaos, but we've only got this race and then the next race to determine the teams for the season. So you don't really want to be finishing down the bottom because you don't really have a lot of chance to try and claw your way back up. Robotnik's got this big lead right now, so we're going to have a look further back, see what the battle's going on. So here's the battle for second place. Eggman, Amy not too far away. Gotta look out for those bombs. I think one of those bombs might have just knocked Amy off the track. So another one off the field. In fact, looks like we've had quite a few people coming off the track there. Eggman sitting in second. Robotnik still way out in front. I guess we didn't actually introduce the teams. We can quickly do that now, I guess, whilst we're going through. So Robotnik, he represents Team Pingus, currently in the lead of the race. Then we got Eggman for Team Eggman, sitting there in second. Next up we've got Espio for Team Chaotix in third. Then we've got Jets for the Team Babylon, sitting in fourth spot. Sonic for Team Sonic. Amy for Team Rose, Blaze for Team Blaze, Shadow for Team Dark, Classic Sonic for Team Underground, and then we've got Chaos in the rear for Team Adventure. So at the front, looks like Shadow is actually caught up. Actually, no, hold on. No, never mind. Shadow's actually a lap down. So Robotnik already overlapping some people. 2 laps to go. Those bombs going to give Robotnik a very good boost there. Eggman was close, but those bombs really blasted Robotnik forward there. So Eggman in second. Amy's actually a lap down, so is Shadow, so they're not actually in the contention there for the race at the moment. Espio is. Eggman running into one of those boulders. Let's Espio move up into second. Meanwhile, Robotnik has started his final lap, so we'll go on board with the race leader for 1 lap around. We'll go for a little bit of a close-up, see how he takes these lines. You also notice that each team has their own trail to represent the team. So Team Pingus has the rainbow trail, Team Sonic has your obvious blue trail, so on and so forth. So each team has their own trail to represent what team they're on. Robotnik still out in front. He's about to approach the finish. So Robotnik gets the win. We'll have a look and see who's in second. It's Eggman. He comes across the line. Jet will get third. Espio's currently in fourth. Amy is a lap down, so he doesn't have to worry about that. So Espio will get across. Classic Sonic has Chaos behind. See who can get fifth here. So Classic Sonic under pressure will hold off Chaos only just. Next up is Sonic, currently in 7th spot. He does make it across the line. Then we have Shadow. He will make it. So the way the rules work in this is every time a marble finishes the race, the timer will reset for 30 seconds. And if a marble is unable to finish a race within those 30 seconds, then the race will be declared, and anyone who still hasn't finished will be a DNF. So luckily for everyone here, they were able to have enough of a gap that they could still cross the finish line. Race winner though is Robotnik. We'll go on board with him there. So Robotnik gets the win, followed by Eggman. It was a 5-second gap back to Eggman. Then we have Jet, Espio, Classic Sonic, Chaos, Sonic, Shadow, Blaze, and Amy bringing up the rear there. Still another race to try and get their team into a qualifying position. So the top 8 teams will qualify for Season 1 of the Sonic GP. The bottom 2 teams will have to wait for Season 2. We'll have a look and see how the first race has affected the points and who's in the best spot. So here are the points after that first race of the pre-season qualifier. Robotnik gained that win, putting him in a pretty much safe position for his team. Eggman, Jet, Espio, Classic Sonic, Chaos, Sonic, Shadow, Blaze, and Amy. So remember, only the bottom 2 teams will not qualify for next season, so for all these teams, they're not really trying to aim for a win, you're just trying to aim to at least make it in that top 8. So next race, it will be a reverse grid start, so however they started at the beginning of this race, they'll be reversed for the next. And after that race, we will have our teams for Season 1. And then for every other season afterwards, instead of having a pre-season qualifier, it will just be based on how the teams finished at the end of the season. So when we do have our first season going, we'll have 8 teams, and the bottom 2 teams will get replaced by the teams that missed out on the first season. And that's how that will work. Anyway, so you can see the teams there, the racers there, and how they all went. First, second, and third place for Robotnik, Eggman, and Jet. So if there is a tie in the next race, we'll base it on who managed to get a first, second, or third. If there's still a tie, then we'll have to base it on how they went in that last race. So there are the teams. Not looking good for Blaze and Amy. So Team Blaze, Team Rose need to get a better result in the next race, or they will be missing out on the first season of the Sonic GP. But we'll see you tomorrow for the second and final pre-season qualifier, and hopefully your team will make it through. So see you then.